Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. So, in the last episode, we got to explore Tartarus for the first time, which was awesome. And actually, before I get started with this episode, there's a couple things I want to go over. Which is, first off, Junpei. I don't actually hate Junpei. I don't necessarily like him, per se. He's not my favorite character, but I don't really have any ill will towards him. Just the way he talks and the way his character is designed, he makes a very easy target for my brand of sarcasm. So I'm sorry for Junpei lovers out there. He's a pretty easy target, therefore I make fun of him. That's just kind of what it comes down to. Secondly, I'm going to do my darndest to make this a max social link run. I'm going to be very disappointed if it isn't, because I'm working very, very hard to make it so. So those of you who've been asking, now you know. Thirdly, the story so far. Persona 3 is a very confusing game. That's for sure. I did not completely understand it my first time through, and I didn't have someone who was trying to be funny talking over the game while I was trying to understand it as well. Basically, what we know so far is that there's this hour that happens between midnight and midnight 01 that nobody knows about. It does last an hour. Like, theoretically, you can spend more than an hour in Tartarus during the dark hour and it doesn't matter. Like, it's not like there's an actual timer stopping you at an hour, because people actually asked how long the dark hour lasts. So that's how long. It doesn't matter. It just conceptually lasts an hour. And these shadows come out during this dark hour, and they prey on people who are awake, who aren't in their coffins. Not everyone who's not in the coffins, however, has the ability to summon a persona. Notable example, Ikutsuki can't summon a persona, which sucks for him. We all have the ability with our evokers. They look like guns, but they're not guns. You point the evoker at your head and pull the trigger, and while it looks like you're shooting yourself in the head, you are actually releasing your inner persona. You're blowing your own mind, per se. Haha, blowing your gun. It was funny. And you're blasting your persona out of your mind to summon and help you in battle, because your interior persona is what helps you fight the shadows. So that's not a huge explanation. There's Tartarus here, which is our school, which is where all the shadows come from, which is weird. School's where all evil comes from. School is the root of all evil, I suppose. This guy Igor in the Velvet Room, he apparently knows a whole bunch of stuff, but he's not willing to help you out immediately. I don't know how clear that was. That's just kind of me going over what we know so far. Trying to make it more clear. You're not shooting yourself in the head. I guess that's the most important thing. You're releasing your persona, because the evoker is not a gun. It's just shaped like one. Okay, enough with that rambling. Let's get on with the episode, eh? We're done exploring Tartarus. So, when you leave Tartarus, it does indeed, the dark hour is over, you return to the dorm, you go to bed, life moves on, we're all happy, it's magic. Like friendship, right? No, I'm sorry everybody, I know I've made plenty of friendship is magic references and stuff, I'm not a brony. So for those of you who are upset, my apologies. Also, who's this guy? He wants our attention, whoever he is. Yes, I am Sosuke. Yeah, why? Why do you want to know? You knew it. Aha, I am pretty close with Yukari. Do you want to know more? I'll tell you. What's up with that? I don't know, we share a dorm. She lives down the hall, up a floor. Nothing big. Oh ho! You're looking for someone with more experience. That's just... Actually, that's a little TMI, frankly. You're Kenji Tomochika. Interesting last name. It's a pleasure to meet you as well. Oh yeah, there's a morning assembly today! Oh, that's awful! I'm not excited for that at all! We have to listen to the principal just drone on over and over and over again. I will say there's not too many assemblies during this game, so don't get... Ooh!
That concludes the main portion of today's assembly.
Mitsuru's on stage.
Next, we'll hear a word from the student council. Please welcome the new president, Mitsuru Kirijo, from Class 3D.
Hi, Mitsuru.
Thank you.
You're not gonna walk over to the microphone? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say.
So, she did get elected.
Of course she did.
Well, I guess she is the most popular girl in school.
Don't be jealous, Yukari. You're popular with me.
You can say that again. There's like some kind of aura around her. Besides, this school's owned by the Kirijo group, right?
It's true.
Yeah, I try not to think about that.
Poor Yukari. Yeah, Mitsuru's family owns this school. Is that not funny or
As I
what?
begin my term as Student Council President, I'd like to share with you my vision for this coming year. It is my firm belief that each of us must accept the responsibility of bettering our school.
Makes sense.
However, change cannot occur without sustained effort and an unprecedented level of commitment.
It's true, but what needs to change?
That is why we must restructure our daily lives to accommodate this lofty goal. I'd like each of you to dig deeply into your well of motivation and reevaluate your convictions.
Our convictions on what?
To imagine a bold new future without losing sight of the realities around you.
Apathy syndrome?
That is the key. I'm certain that many of you have your own visions of the future. For us to reap the full benefits of our education, your participation, ideas, and enthusiasm are essential.
I actually don't know what she's talking
Thank you.
about. Like, what's wrong with the school? What do we need to change? I truly have no idea. So, it sounded neat, at least.
Dang, that was freaking amazing.
Just because you...
So, do you have any idea what you just said?
I was going to say, because you didn't understand half the words. Well, I sort of have an idea. Like, she wants change, but I don't know what she wants to change. It just sounds like she just wants change.
Sure didn't sound like something a high schooler would say. If it was anyone else, we'd be laughing our asses off.
Profound, Junpei. Actually, that's true. I mean, think about it. If someone was talking like that just to you in daily conversation or something in high school, wouldn't that seem out of place? It's true, we would probably be laughing our asses off. Also, in the afternoon text in the top right-hand corner, to the left of the A, there's that little thing. It sticks off the left-hand side and it bothers me so much. Oh, this teacher, renegade teacher, she doesn't want to go over the textbook. Ooh, we got a poem, okay. Isolated clouds suspended over the tall, snowy mountain peak. I would love to sleep through that. However, I ought to stay awake and increase my academics. Oh, poor Kenji getting picked on. While she pours her heart out, Kenji. How could you be so cruel to her? Ooh, poor Kenji. That's like double your pleasure, double your fun there. Double your essays. Miss Toriyomi's an expensive teacher, too. And we've increased her academics for that little show of humor and fun there. Finally, we're in the after-school portion where there's not that little thing. That little, like, artifact. So, yes, as of today, we will have time after school to do what we want. Up until now, like, we've walked home with Junpei, or we've done whatever. And yes, this is our prime time to raise our charm, courage, and academics. So keep that in mind. For instance, today, actually, we are going to go raise our courage, because Tuesdays, there is a... Let's see here, how do we get out? It's down here, it's to the right, and then does this drop us... I think we take the left out of this, right? Otherwise it's a right. It drops us one way or the other. Yeah, right out here. Fantastic. We can go at the front doors of the school. Let's just leave. We have stuff to do. We have courage to raise, etc. However, before that happens, I do believe we're going to run into Junpei here. Oh no, just a whole bunch of girls! Yay, girls!
It's Akihiko-senpai! Where? Oh, there he is!
Poor Akihiko. Getting accosted by 4 females with very high-pitched voices. Oh, there you are, Junpei. Hi!
Have you noticed how popular Akihiko-san is with the ladies? Man, take a look at that.
I do notice that, and he doesn't
I
seem
didn't
to be
used
talking to them at
talk
all.
him much, but now I've got a good excuse. I know he's the captain of the boxing team, but who would have thought he'd be such a chick magnet?
Junpei leveraging his friends for women. Of course.
I mean, come on. You don't even see girls flock like that on TV. I wonder where they're going.
I don't know, trying to go right into his pants, probably.
Harass.
Poor Akihiko.
Hey, are you guys free this afternoon?
Absolutely. Aha!
Hell yeah! What you got in mind?
I want
Five-way.
the two of you to meet me at Polonia Mall. You know where it is, right? I'll be at the police station. See you there.
Police station? Why?
The police station?
The girls...
You mean we're not hanging out with your friends?
Oh, poor Junpei.
Who, these girls?
Don't talk like them that they're not
I don't
there.
even know their names. They talk so much they give me a headache. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. Don't keep me waiting.
Wow. Cold.
Oh, why can't he be more friendly?
For how popular he is with
That's
them.
what makes him so cool.
He's kind of a dick to them.
Man, how can he not know their names? I mean, seriously, just look at them.
Seriously, you're right, Junpei.
Oh, well, let's go.
I mean, I make jokes at women's expense sometimes, but it's all in good fun. I actually support women, and I don't want to be rude to them like Akihiko, and I don't want to objectify them like Junpei. So all you women out there, represent. Yeah, I guess. Ooh, Junpei, you are following me. What do you have to say? Oh, well, you don't know. There might be ladies there. However, they're probably not the ladies you're thinking they would be. Or hoping they would be, I suppose. So, we finally have our town map. We haven't even seen the town map yet. So, this is how we navigate everything. We can go back to our dorm, or we can go to the shrine, or a whole bunch of other places. We'll be exploring this pretty thoroughly over time. However, the police station is at the Polonia Mall. So let us hurry ourselves up, because we don't want to make the police wait, nor Akihiko. Either way could be bad. Police station's right back here. Next to Beblu V, whatever that is. It's a place we'll see later. This does seem to be the police station. That's why there's a sign that says police above it. Thank you, game. I think it's more than seems. I think it might actually be the police station. Don't quote me on that, though.
Thank you, sir. Oh, these are the guys I was talking about earlier.
What did we do? I promise we didn't do anything. It was Junpei. Really.
I was waiting for you guys.
Well, we
This
got
is
here as fast as we could.
Kurosawa. He helps keep our squad well equipped.
Oh, really?
And this is from Ikutsuki-san.
What does Ikutsuki have for us? Weapons?
Really? Sweet!
Yeah. Hey, we got 5,000 yen. That's like
You can't fight empty-handed, so find something you like.
60 or 70 bucks.
Officer Kurosawa has connections. But these things still cost money.
I want to say yen was trading at
Of course they do. Nothing in life is free.
like
I
73
realize that.
yen to a dollar the other day.
Well, I'll see you later. Thanks again.
I don't know. My math's not perfect. It's somewhere in the 60 to $70 range, something like that. So, what do you got?
I've been informed about you too. My job is to maintain peace in this city, regardless of the circumstances. I'm just an ordinary police officer, but it doesn't take a genius to know something strange is going on here.
It's true, actually.
I'm only doing what I think is right.
I'm not judging you, man. Just show me your wares. Show me what kind of weapons you could have for us, because I'm super excited to get this going. I should be able to find what I need. Thank you. So, let's see. Weapons. We only have 8,000 yen. So, we could get that, which brings us to 40. 39 for 400 more. That is a short sword, though. The Toshido blade. So, you can see how it says long, heavy, two-handed sword. In Tartarus, when you have to strike the shadow with your sword, the Toshido blade is a lot slower. A heck of a lot slower than the Gladius. I could get the short bow. I've actually never really used a bow, so I don't know what could happen. However, we're just going to buy the Gladius here because I know it. It's fast. It might be one less damage. However, yes, I do want to equip it. I guess I could have kept the rapier. We do need to keep some money here. In fact, I don't think I'm going to buy anything else right now. I will sell that rapier, however. Ooh, imitation katana. We could sell that too. Sure. Because we do need some money left over. Actually, I have enough money now. I could buy... let's see, defense? Probably, but I don't want to spend 3,700. I'll just buy the rash guard, 'cause I'm not sure... We're gonna go see a movie, which sounds super exciting, I know. However, I don't know how much the movie costs. I want to say it's 1,500 yen. However, I don't remember for sure, so I'm trying to save like 1,800 at least, because it could be more. Hey, Junpei, it's free money. Don't complain. Like, if someone just walked up to me and said, here's 60 or 70 bucks, I'd be like, yeah, thank you. I don't know why you're giving me to this. You probably want me to buy weapons with it. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm not sure what kind of weapons I could get for $60 or $70. Probably crappy weapons, but hey, they're still weapons. So if we go to the port, no, actually, is it Port Island or is it Tatsumi Island? Or, we'll find out here in a second. It is Port Island Station, alright. So right over here is the Cinema Screenshot, what a clever name. On Tuesdays, they show scary movies. And that is going to raise our courage. 3 heroic tales. Wow, we're just in a marathon this stuff. 1,500 yen. Perfect. So that is what I thought. However, I wasn't going to risk it. Because we really have to see this because it raises our courage by like 4 points. You don't normally see the points. And I don't remember how many points it takes to level up. Maybe it's 10 points for the first level to get courage from level 1 to level 2. I don't rightly remember. However, now it's the evening. Ooh, Ikutsuki's here.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Okay, well, let's talk. Our exploration of Tartarus. You'd like me to lead the team? Alright, I would gladly leave the team. Lead the team. Yes, so a lot of our time in this game is going to be spent in Tartarus. Whether it be training on shadows or what have you. And yes, we had been previously banned from leaving at night. We weren't allowed because of curfew or some other reason, who knows. Good to know. Well, at least he believes us. Anything else I should know? He usually patrols at night. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say so we can run into him outside and be like, "Hey, what's up? Ikutsuki, why are you here?" Well, thank you. I don't really know how you know that, unless it was Mitsuru who told you. It was a piece of cake. It was pretty straightforward. No, I think I'll let you be the chairman. You are sitting in the chair, after all. Oh, that was a comment on yesterday's video. Someone said that Ikutsuki's the chairman. I was like, why is he? Because he's the man in the chair. And I couldn't argue with that. That's a very legitimate reason. Well, you know what? Let's go to Tartarus tonight. Not normally something I would do, however, the only other thing we could do tonight, really, well, that's not completely true. We could study. However, I have some more stuff in Tartarus that I want to cover, because we only had a very, very brief introduction to Tartarus yesterday. Okay. Well, I'm counting on you as well, because you kind of tell us stuff about important stuff and watch over us like a happy mother. So let's save here, just because... save a lot in this game. Save whenever you can, actually. Especially when you're going into battle. Because... the thing with Tartarus, and with this game, and some other JRPGs, namely this game... There's a barricade preventing us from going any higher. Well, that's awful. Alright, so there's a lot of barricades. So you just want us to get to the first barricade, I'm assuming. Yeah. Alright, I will do my best for you, Mitsuru, but only because it's you. If Akihito asked me to try to reach the first barricade, I'd be like, Akihito, what do you want? Reach the barricade yourself, and I'd flip a table. Just for fun. Take a look, Mitsuru. Actually, can you just, remotely kill the shadows for me? That would be fantastic. Ooh, we have a great source of power. I will keep my guard up. I do not want to die. However, as I was saying, when the main character dies in this game, game over. You can revive all your other party members as much as you want. As you can see, we snuck up. We neeked up on this shadow here, and we did indeed get a first strike, or well, a player advantage, should I say? So we will each get a turn before the enemy gets a turn. So essentially, we're going to get 2 turns before they get any turns. It's a fantastic addition to battle. However, they can also sneak up on you. And if they do so, they're going to get 2 turns, and it's just going to make your life really, really difficult. So what I'm saying is always sneak up on the enemy. Always. Because you'll thank yourself later. Do be mindful of your health as well. Yukari is a good healer. However, at the same time, she needs to use her magic for other stuff as well. See, here's an enemy advantage, so they're going to get to go and strike me. Luckily, these guys only hit for very minor damage. However, the farther and farther you get into the game, the more and more they cost. Here, I summoned my persona there, and I didn't really do a very good job of showing it. I will show it next time. However, whenever you summon your persona to do a physical attack, like cleave here or whatever, it doesn't cost SP, it costs HP, which is a very, very interesting mechanic. Because some of those do a lot of damage, however, you do have to be mindful not only of the shadow therefore hitting your HP, but yourself reducing your HP. So just be wary. And here, he saw me, got an exclamation point, so we don't get anything. As you can see, that's 6 HP, and Augie, which is magic, is just 3 SP. So, not everything costs SP. And if you have like a healer who's doing good, and you're running out of SP, you can switch to physical attacks, and holy crap, that hurt. Thank you, Junpei, for healing me. Stop! No! That hurts a lot! Ooh, nice critical, Yukari. Do it again. Oh, okay. Well, could have been worse, frankly. However, considering I'm casting Augie, and they're casting Augie, I don't see why Augie did so much damage to me. I shouldn't be weak to it. Oh! I think this kind of went without saying, however, I never really got to explain it. Enemies can exploit your weaknesses too. Don't think they can't. Because if we go here to Persona, our current equipped Persona, Orpheus here, is weak to both lightning and darkness. So if an enemy casts Zio on us, which is the lightning spell, we will get knocked to the ground and we can become dizzy and stuff like that. Dizzy is something I haven't covered yet. This Persona, Pixie, actually has no weakness. She's strong against lightning, but no weakness at all. So we could, if we click here and click Assign, we can indeed equip different Personas. There's a whole bunch of Personas to get throughout this game. I doubt I'll get all of them. That's a lot of Personas and a lot of work. Because you don't get anything special for getting all the Personas. However, the social links, as I said, will definitely be doing. So let's keep on climbing here. Tartarus, I will not be showing the whole thing of Tartarus. Mainly because there's really no need to. It's randomly generated, so it's not like you can just follow my path and my path to victory and then become victorious. It doesn't work like that. So my thought is that it's interspersed throughout Tartarus as well are bosses. I will definitely show all the bosses, because the bosses are fixed, they're always the same, etc. The Merciless Mayas there are not weak to Augie, so I'm just going to cast Augie on these guys, get them out of the way, because I get the one more every time. And then I want to say the Merciless Mayas are weak to strike damage, possibly? Otherwise it's Pierce. It might be weak to Pierce. Nope, definitely not weak to that. However, I will probably mainly show the bosses. Someone want to heal me? Thank you, Junpei. And for the most part, skip over most of Tartarus. I will show all the enemies. Like, I'll make it a point to show all the enemies that there are, because each enemy has different weaknesses and strategies and stuff. However, for the most part, I'm gonna cut out a lot of the crap. Just because that's a lot of the hours in this game, and it's pretty boring to watch. Because, yeah, it's random every time. So it's going to be different every time. However, it does you no benefit to see it, except to be like, oh, super genius. I'm getting to absorb more of you through my skin, like osmosis. I'm Osmosis Jones. Well, I'm Osmosis Jake, so you can't absorb me. One does not simply absorb super genius into Mordor? That didn't make any sense at all. However, we're just going to keep on climbing here. So I want to get to the first boss, frankly. Yukari, you have just, like, all of your magic. I don't think you've used any magic yet, so why don't you heal us up? You can indeed talk to her there, and she will fully heal you at whatever expense to her magic that is. Ooh, you know what? I don't even want to fight the shadows right now. We're early on enough that level is not extraordinarily important right now. So I'm just going to keep on keeping on. And keep on climbing here. Because boss time, where are you? You're actually right here. Fantastic. So bosses either come in sets of 3 or 1. The sets of 3 are each individually weaker than... Is that... Excusez-moi. Mitsuru does talk in French a lot in this game. So if you find that hot, well... Yay. However, this is a teleporter. This is how we can save our progress, essentially, throughout Tartarus. We can return to the first floor right now. I'm going to do so, and I'm going to save, just in case this boss completely decimates me to the ground, which theoretically is possible. I don't think it's going to happen, though, because I know his weakness. And when you know a boss's weakness, and not all bosses have weaknesses, for the record, you can exploit it and just exploit it straight to victory. Just ride that train, that bullet train, straight through the tunnel of victory. That could be a euphemism for something if you really stretched it. However, first off, boss. We have a boss to fight, a boss to kill. What are these, the 3 birds, I think? We'll find out shortly. Loading takes forever. Yeah, wow, that took a long time. Yes, you said that already. You don't need to tell me again now that I'm back here. So, come here, Mr. Shadows. Yes, it's 3 birds. You cannot sneak up on these, you cannot do anything. They just sit there and fly and wait for you. So, this is kind of our first...
The enemy is stronger than you're accustomed to. Proceed with caution.
Yes, our first challenging battle, as I was going to say. So, if we actually hit the left L1 there, I can have Mitsuru look at them. Unfortunately, she's not going to tell us anything about bosses. However, if you're having trouble with a certain monster, just have Mitsuru scan it, and you'll get some stuff about it. Also, oh yeah, you absorb Augie, I forgot! That was just plain dumb of me, frankly. I knew they absorbed Augie. However, they're weak to Pierce. Well done, Yukari. Also, I wish you wouldn't have hit that guy twice. Oh, well, they have the Empress Arcana. Not Arcana. I know I always say Arcana. I always have. However, it's Arcana, so sorry. My pronunciation on everything is not correct. Also, no! Don't...
This isn't good.
Do not kill me. Yeah, my health. Tell me about it. Who is next? If you hit the right or the R1, you will be able to see who is next. So, it's... Well, it's me right now, and then it's Junpei Yukari. Okay. So, Junpei will get up and heal me, so I can do something different, like bash. I will just bash this Venus Eagle into submission. I really wish I could take control of Yukari, because I would just have her hit each one of those birds individually, knock them all down, and then we'd all out attack. So that is a disadvantage to not being able to control your party members, unfortunately. As I said, you can control them in... Oh, actually, I think I said that in the comment. You can control them in Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4, but you can't control your party members in Persona 3 FES. So sad, bad dad. So if Yukari... Oh, Yukari's gonna heal Junpei now, because she's set to heal. That's just not good.
Hang in there.
She's the one with Pierce. What I should have done, frankly, is I should have bought the bow. I should have bought the bow when we were at the police station, because then I could just use said bow, and I would be in control, and I could hit them all, and life would be good. So if I just use, let's see, medicine on Yukari, this is just not going well. This should have been over, like, forever ago. Medicinal powder on me, yay, now Yukari will do Pierce. Okay, so now you've hit that one, hit a different one. Yeah, well done, Yukari. Now hit the third one. Yes! Thank you, Yukari, thank you.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack.
Because while that was only doing 14 damage,
Let me at him.
This is gonna do tons of damage. Yeah, 40 each, and then 38 to try to kill him. That is more than welcome. You are more than welcome to do that just every single time. Let's see here. Let's bash just one of them, it doesn't matter. We're just kind of stalling now and waiting for Yukari's turn to come around so she can knock him down again. Because once you find out their weakness, like I was saying earlier, it's the path to victory. So go, Yukari, go. Go, Yukari. Go, Yukari. Go, Yukari, go. Why did I just refer to Yukari as Speed Racer, essentially? I don't know. She doesn't really look anything like Speed Racer. Then again, I guess Speed Racer is an anime, so there's that. But that's a bit of a stretch, frankly. That's too far. Thank you. I was afraid you were going to heal yourself, and I'm like, Yukari, don't you dare. This is where I'm going to say no.
If you say so.
We don't want to do one, because she's just going to take him out anyway.
That was a close one.
Well done. We get 40 experience and 3 Empress masts. Our spirit points have increased, and we can now create personas up to level 4. Yay! Yay! Also, when something inside of you changes, Orpheus is leveled up. Wow, he got 2 more strength. That's fantastic. He doesn't learn any new spells, though, because he's only level 3. That sucks. Oh well. Worse things have happened in life, however. So, let us get our well-earned treasure. There will be a treasure after each boss, just kind of as like a, yay, a reward for you. Well done, good sir. So let us return to the entrance and save after the boss. Just, you truly cannot save enough, because if the boss would have killed my main character once there, it would have been game over, and I would have had to start back from wherever I last saved. There's no, like, retry this battle option or anything like that. So, this game is not very friendly in that respect. However, you get used to it. It's not really a huge problem. However, I think that's going to do it for today. I'm actually feeling pretty tired. I've had a long day. So I'm gonna go get some sleep and edit this tomorrow morning. However, thank you guys very, very much for watching. Next episode, we'll get back to some more exciting stuff. We're actually gonna raise a whole bunch of social links next episode. So be ready for more story and just more fun times in general with cool characters. Until then, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I hope you're having a fantastic day.